All right, everyone, welcome back. It's been a while since I've done a video, and but this is the. It's been about a week, about a week. Um, but I'm touching on the subject. Comments. First of all, thank you all for coming to the channel. I am Publications, where you'll see the ology videos, the entertainers ology videos, and this is the I am ology series, the study of I am. And the reason I say it because I've heard some being say the Bible is a study of mind science. No, that's not true. Even though some of the speakers who I've heard say that, I do watch their videos and they have a lot of good things to say, but right there, they're wrong. I'm not biting I am tongue on that. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna let you know, I will break grammar rules here. I'll say things like I'm not biting I am tongue instead of my tongue to keep you I am focused. I'll say you car instead of your car, you community instead of your community, you family instead of your family, so you can feel the unification and the unification as all. Okay. So I break grammar rules on purpose during my recordings. So because you kind of step out of the structuring of perfect grammar, because let me tell you something, most beings' faith and their belief is how sentences are written. So you don't even probably realize that you believe in the structure of a properly written sentence. So let's break out of that for a moment and free I am self. Instead of myself, I am self. You are I am. And I like to start out with John 8:58, and I like to precede John with I am. Now I'm going to tell you why. John 8:58 says, before Abraham was, I am. Let's go back a little farther than Abraham. Before the universe was, that I put the world in, that I put Abraham on, I am. You see that? So before John 8:58, I am. Now here's the deal. I am wore the garments as the physical being that everyone identified as Abraham. So did I am wear the physical garments, fleshly garments, as the being everyone identified as John. So what I do when I put a verse down, a quote, I'll say, I am 8:58, John 8:58. Because I am precedes all creations and all that's created. Now, never ever praise the created. Always don't even worship the creator. Allow yourself, now I didn't say yourself, as the creator to experience the life you are. Listen, I am is an experience. I am is not a worshiping or praising process. Because when you fall into worshiping, you can just, without realizing it, fall right into idol worshiping. And I am was never meant to be idolized or worshiped, but to be experienced. Because I am is enjoying the experience as the life you are. That's right. I am is loving, not love to. Because whether you realize this or not, that's why I tell you, intellectually, get from here. You'll never hear me use words like THINK, THOUGHT, THINKING, MIND, WNT. All those words are lies. No one THINK. No one, there's no such thing as THINKING. Oh, I know you're shocked to hear this for the first time, and there are no such thing as THOUGHTs at all. There's no such thing as an MIND at all. I don't care how many times you heard it. I don't care how many books you've read and you've seen that in there. That is a lie. There's no such thing as, if you say you WANT something, you are telling a lie. You, the I am, that's not awakened as the I am you are. But you, the I am, that's what SIN is. Missing the mark that you are I am. That is the only SIN you could create. Listen, okay. SIN means mistake. Mistake. You mistaking yourself for a who instead of the what. That's what's called being SINFUL. mistaken identity. Having or being a mistaken identity will keep you from the realization as you divinity, which is you real identity, not your, because you know your would signifies you and your, like you and your book. No, you are the divinity. You are the identity as divinity. You are the I am. You are the body you are as I am. Remember, before the body was, I am. Before the universe was, that the world was put in, that Abraham was put on, I am. Nothing, no information, no teachings, no religions, nothing precedes I am. No one and nothing proceeds I am. Period. I don't care where you're going, what you're learning, what you're studying, nothing is greater than I am. Exodus 3, chapter 3, verse 13 through 15 says, I am is I am name. And I am known as this name as generation. And in the scripture it says from generation. We're going to remove that preposition from. Because every generation is I am. So I'm going to say that verse like this. Exodus 3, verse 13 through 15. I am as I am name. And I am known as I am as generation, as generation, as generation, as generation. That means every generation is I am. We all say that. I'm going to the store. I'm watching television. From your perspective, I'm listening to you. From I'm perspective, from you perspective, which is I am listening to you. From I am perspective, I'm talking to you. I'm going to work out. I'm going to cook right now. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to take a bath. I'm going to call my siblings. I'm going to go sit down and have dinner with my wife. A lady would say, I am husband. Notice how I am precedes is the first name that begins the sentences. Every sentence begins with I am. So I am, and I am known as I am as generation to generation. Never pray, never give power to the created. Always realize yourself as the power, as the creator. You cannot be power as the who you. You cannot be power as the who. But because you are the what, which is I am, the who is empowered to appear real. Because you are the what, which you did not make. You hear me? You cannot intellectually make what? You cannot intellectually make I am. I am is an infinite process. Means never starting, never beginning, never ending. Intelligence is a finite process. I am is infinite. Intelligence is finite. Finite has a starting point and an ending point. A linear point, finite and linear, has a starting point and ending point. I am is non-linear and infinite. Now, just to prove the point, we all know we have hands, we all have fingernails, we all have fingers, right? This is an infinite creation. You cannot finitely figure out. The body is an infinite creation, even though this body is finitely here, but this body is infinitely created. No one, I don't care how many scientists, I don't care how many doctors, I don't care how many PhDs, all your friends, I don't care how intellectually you are, no one can sit down and create a fingernail that grows, you can clip, and in a month, that fingernail grows again. You cannot take your intellectual, your finite awareness, and create that infinite fingernail. That fingernail is an infinite creation. So is the finger, so is the hand, so is the arm, so is the entire body. Even though finitely expressed, infinitely created. Or we can say this, finitely experienced, but infinitely created. I am is wearing all what we call bodies. I am is wearing all of. That's why you look on the channel, you'll see Sugar Ray Leonard-ology. I am Sugar Ray Leonard. Elvis Presley-ology. I am Elvis Presley. Frank Sinatra-ology. I am Frank Sinatra. I am came to this planet. I am just like I am Abraham. I am self as Frank Sinatra. Entertained I am self as all the fans. Fanology. I amology. Frank Sinatraology. Elvis Presleyology. Larry Birdology. Magicology. I am is the entertainer as all of them. And I am supported, I am self, as all the fans. Fanology. You see? This is different. You don't hear this on other channels. Okay? So now that brings me to, listen, so please subscribe to this channel. Leave cool comments. If you don't leave cool comments, don't leave any. Because we don't need to hear anything that's not cool, that's not good. Because we're all about the good. And you shouldn't hold on to that yourself. Hit the notification bell so you're notified of all these wonderful videos when they do pop up. And hit the like button. All right? So thank you for coming to I Am Publications. Thank you for being here today. And I know you're hearing something differently. And I'm explaining this so that you can realize that you are power. That's the second chapter in I Am book. You are power. You are power. You are the power that makes all other things appear real. Without you as the power, they cannot even appear. Now, I'm gonna touch on something real quick. I'm gonna read something from this book. I'm gonna squat down here and read this from this book. Listen to I Am, just like a radio broadcast. Let me look and see if I'm still recording. Yes, I am. For a moment, I was believing I was not. Now, so this book is called I'm the Power of Awareness. Now I'm gonna read something. And I'm gonna try to get through this quickly. Follow along. Now you may hear me have like a little staccato style of my reading because I do little corrections when I'm reading. So, but I'm gonna read something here. Now this it says here. It's this chapter. Faith. A miracle is the name given by those who have no faith to the works of I Am. Now let me just go a little farther because this is what I really like to read. Never wouldest thou have made anything if thou hadst not loved. Listen to that. And this is what I'm going to hit this real quick and probably do part 2. Never would I Am made anything if I Am had not loved. That means you are love expressed. Now some beings can't gather and grasp love, so I say you're good. That's why the website, when you go get a copy of this book, let me put this here. I'm gonna put this here because I got something to read from some dictionaries to clear up some things. The second chapter of I Am book is you are love. No, you're power. The third chapter is you are love. All right. This is I Am book. I Am is on here as the author. You are everything and everything is you because I am everything and you are everything I am. Not this physical body, not this. You may look at, oh, this is a guy talking. Yeah, but this is I Am speaking as out of the articulators of this, as this vessel, which is same as the vessel I Am wore. You know, Abraham was I Am. I am all the inspirations Abraham had, the children, whatever creation. That was all I am. I am myself into the world as a form of Abraham, and then what came with I am self as Abraham, all the inspirations and the creations and ingenuities, etc. Okay, so this book is I'm changing the price to $60. Well worth it. Well worth I Am. Not worth it. Excuse me. I apologize for saying IT. We don't use IT on this channel unless we are purposely taking that word to identify something separate. And I'm going to use the preposition from. Separate from us. I like to use the word I am. So you can find I Am on I Am website. www.you, that's right, you who's listening, are everythinggood.com. Because you are everythinggood.com. You are everything good. And that's what LOVE is. LOVE is good. Don't you feel good when you loved? Yes. Don't you feel love when you're good? Yes. Don't you feel good when you are loved? Yes. Don't you feel love when you are good? Yes. Love and good are synonymous. If you're feeling good, you feeling love. If you're feeling good, now remember, you are good. So if you're feeling yourself as good, you're feeling yourself as love. If you're making someone else feel good, you are helping them feel love. And that's what a great gift, to walk on this planet and help other beings feel good. You giving them experiences love, and that's what I am is. I am is love. We're gonna touch on this. I'm gonna try to get this done because man, I talk in these recordings go down real quick. So listen to this. Never would I am have made anything if I am had not loved. I am made you because I am love you. So don't be using the word F-E-A-R. I am loved you into existence as I am self. The garments you are, the fleshly garments you are, is I am as love, and I am good. I am said I made everything, and I made everything good. Yes. So you will go to www.youareverythinggood.com and get a copy of this book. Right now it's 50. I'm going up to 60. Right now I am, you heard me say IT, right? Cancel that. I cancel that. Right now I am 50. I am going up to 60. Well worth, trust me. When you get this book, you'll be like, he should have charged us $20,000. He should have charged us $60,000. Gotta get this. Gotta get this. Right now, I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna touch on something. And I hope I get all this in this section. But I'm also do a part 2, so don't worry. Okay. So here we go. Now I'm gonna read this. In all creation, and all eternity, and all the realms, as you, infinite being, the most wonderful fact is that which is stressed in the first chapter as this book. You are I am. Now they have here, you are God. But you gone some places and heard like, no, they talked about God in such a way that you say that to someone, they say that's blasphemy. It's blasphemy? It's blasphemy not to call yourself God. It's blasphemy to call yourself who you believe, who you've been believing you are. Basically, you're not giving God credit. Let me just not use the word God. I'm going to get away from that word right now, okay? Because Isaiah 4:44-6 says, I am, and there is no God beside I am. And then Exodus 3, chapter 3, verses 13-14 says, I am name is known as I am. As generation is generation. I am. I am does not say I am name is known as God. Okay, so I'm going to use the name I am. I'm going to stay consistent. That's why this series is called I Amology, the study as I am. The Bible is a study as I am, and of and as I am. The Bible is not a study of the psychology like I've heard some wonderful speakers say. It's not the study of psychology. That's the study of the head. I am is not psychology. John 8:58 doesn't say before Abraham was, psychology was. Okay, let me really clear this up for you. Let's go back. Before the universe was, and the world that I put in universe, that I put Abraham on, who has a brain with psychology in it, I am. So psychology is a process of the created, not the creator. All I am says is I am. I don't have to figure it. I don't have to figure out I am. I say I am. But then you say you I am, and you start trying to psychologically figure that out. You try to intellectually figure out I am, but you cannot. Intelligence is a finite process, linear. I am is an infinite, non-linear process. You can never wrap finite around infinity, but infinity has already encompassed finite. So intellectually, you cannot go. Intelligence is trying to go where wisdom already is. Wisdom. Okay, let's put it like this. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the weak say I'm strong. Job 3:10. Problem solver. Problem solver. Problem solver. Questions, answers. Questions, answers. Questions, answers. Linear, non-linear. Linear, non-linear. Linear, non-linear. Finite, infinity. Finite, infinity. Finite, infinity. Intelligence, wisdom. Intelligence, wisdom, intelligence, wisdom. Problem creator, solver. Problem creator, solver. Problem creator, solver. Got that? Oh, I know. I drilled that home right now, didn't I? Huh? You never heard anything put like that, comma, until now, right? Oh, you're on track now. You might have been asleep, but you woke now. You might have been asleep, but you woke now. You might have been sleeping, but you woke now. Let me finish reading this, okay? So, which is stress. Okay, you are I am. You are the I am that I am. See, you are the I am that I am. See, before it had you are J-O-D, right? But we're going to move from that. So they corrected that and said, you are the I am that I am. Now watch this. You are consciousness. You are the creator. This is the mystery. This is the great secret known by the seers, prophets, mystics throughout the ages. This is the truth that you can never know intellectually. You can never know this truth that you are intellectually. Okay, let me keep reading. Who is this? Who is this you? This is you. John Jones or Mary Smith is absurd. I am consciousness, which knows that you are John Jones or Mary Smith. I am the greater self, you deeper self, but the infinite being. You infinite being, called I am, what you will. The most important thing is that I am within you, which is you. I am you. I am you. Now I'm going to keep reading. I am you world. I am this fact that underlines the immutable, what's called assumptions. I am upon the fact that your very existence is built. I am the fact that is the foundation as every chapter as this book. No, you cannot know this intellectually because I am a finite process. You cannot take infinity and figure out infinity. You cannot take finite and figure out infinity. You can never take finite and figure out infinity. You can never take finite and figure out infinity. You can never take the intellect and figure out wisdom. You can never take the intellect and figure out wisdom. You can never take the intellect and figure out wisdom. You can never take the intellect and figure out wisdom. You can never take the intellect and figure out wisdom. You can never take the finite and figure out infinity. You can never take the finite and figure out infinity. You can never take the finite and figure out infinity. The first organ in the woman's body when the doctor notifies she has life in her is the heart. The heart creates all the other organs, including the brain. The brain stops, the heart keeps pumping. The heart stops, the brain crashes. Just like all the other organs. I am create the heart first, and the heart, boom. I am communicates as the heart, not this. Yes, you may go on to Princeton and Yale and all that, but I still believe wisdom is the application of the information you learn there that you've been giving credit to the head for. And all the time, I am wisdom. Let me check and see where I'm at on recording. Okay, so let me finish reading this, okay? Then I'm going to hit something real quick, and I hope I can get this done, but I'm still going to do a part 2, okay? So here we go. So, no, you cannot know this intellectual. You cannot debate. You cannot substantiate. You can only feel I am. You can only be aware as I am. Becoming aware as one great emotion permeates you being. You live as a perpetual feeling as reverence. Reverence. Listen to that word, reverence. We're going to get back to that word in just a moment. Reverence. Remember that. I'm going to bring that back to you again. The knowledge that you are the creator is the very self as yourself, and never would have made you not love you. You must feel the heart as devotion, yes, an adoration, one knowing glimpse as the world about you at any single instant, as time is sufficient to feel a profound awe, a feeling as love, as goodness, as greatness. I am when you feeling as reverence. There's that word reverence again. Watch, we're going to come back to that word. And when you are feeling and realizing you are I am, your life is rich and riches. Our deepest feelings are precisely those we are able to express. And even as the act is adoration, silence is the highest praise. You're awesome. Not because you can go here, because you're here already. Intelligence is trying to go where wisdom already is. Follow you heart. Now I read that. Now watch this. Have you all heard, and I've been in places, people say, hey man, you got to come to my church. I'm going to say, you got to come. And I've gone there. And I kid you not, I heard ministers say, you got to be God Fearing. I've heard him say that. And I went up to one afterwards and I just looked at him and I was like, I appreciate your delivery. But and he just looked at me. I walked away. But I could tell the way he looked at me, he knew this guy didn't buy that FEAR stuff. I didn't buy that. Now I'm going to prove to you why. I'm going to prove to you why. We already heard that I am loved, I am into existence as these bodies, right? I am would not create anything that I am does love. I mean, I am is love. Most people like to say God, I am is love, right? But love is good. Sometimes some beings can't encompass and express what love really is. But when you feel love, even from the parents, when the mom is carrying you and she's loving and she's feeling all these vibrations of love, the baby is happier, healed. Do you know you can just feel love? When you're feeling good, you're healing parts of your body that you don't even know need to be healed. Or even if you do know an area that needs to be healed and you're walking around feeling good, good is synonymous with the word LOVE. And your body just start healing on itself. You're feeling BAD, which is stress, then you know the opposite happens. Now, I'm going to read some verses to you now. So, somebody was saying to me, you got to be God, Fearing. They told me that. And I said, hold on for a second. You trying to tell me that I got to fear I am? And then they go, I said, because why would you want to be in heaven forever with an I am that you're afraid of? Like, does that make sense? You really working hard to be with an I am forever that you're afraid of? I mean, like, God is not, I am not a gangster. I'm not a gangster. Like, no, if you know, really, come on. I don't like to use the word logic, but let's just divest from infinity right quick and go to logic, which is a finite and linear process. Man, what's the logic in that? Why would you, come on now. I'm not going to even knock up here because if you up here, that's where the craziness come from. It's because you hear that you're saying something like that. When you come here, you don't do that. FEAR is not a quality as the heart, but that is a quality of this. FEAR, false evidences appearing real, comes from here. This is an illusionary place. They said I am was crucified up here. The moment, do you know the forbidden fruit that Eve gave Adam was the process of THINK, ING. Deuteronomy 5, 6, and 7 says, I am that brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage, back to the promised land. Once you get out of the head, man, you're peaceful. A quiet brain is the best brain. L. Ron Hubbard said from Scientology, he said, why did he need a brain? Man, I'm going to tell you something. Your brain is a gift. No one needs their brain. No one needs a brain. You know why? Because you have one. What you need your brain to do is be quiet, silent, and peaceful. No information coming from there. You sleep better, everything. Trust me. I had many nights where I get all my sleep. And it's just wake up the next day, you go through the day, but you don't feel your best. When you wake up, you got 8 to 9 hours of solid sleep. You feel great. You look great. People look at you and go, man, you look great. And that's because your brain is quiet. It's shut down. Your body rejuvenates better. A quiet brain is a healthier brain. So let me finish reading something to you. So somebody said, so I said to someone, I said, man, come on. You're going to fear I am? Oh, well. Then they said to me, oh, no. The ministers, they don't mean fear, they mean respect and reverence. Now, you heard me read that word reverence earlier, right? They mean reverence. I said, no, brother. FEAR is not a synonym of reverence. And reverence is not a synonym of FEAR. Those are two different words. They have two different meanings. Now, hold on for a second. Let me just read the meanings for you right now. Okay, so let me check and see how much time I have. Okay, cool. So I'm going to read the meaning for reverence, okay? Reverence, honor, devotion, loyalty, piety, and emotion inspired by what arouses one's deepest feelings respect, or vibration. Synonyms. No, excuse me. Let's go ahead and say synonym. Well, they actually have a synonym here for awe. Fear. So, reverence. So revere. No, hold on for a second. How could you be afraid of something that's so good as I am? So now I'm going to turn around and put. Okay, so let me just do this right quick. Hold on. I'm going to clear it up like this. I am is love. He that dwelleth as love dwelleth as I am. And I am as him, her. Him or her. So when you dwelling as love, you dwelling as I am. Now watch this. There is no fear as an NIM, but love is. But perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that fear is not made as perfect love. So if you're running around fear and ing, I am, you're actually saying that you're not of I am, because I am is love. That means you of the opposite of I am. FEAR is a quality of the opposite of